Two prime candidates.
Yeah.
Rack 'em up!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the strangest, wildest, and/or most unexpected 80s films.
Everyone, up on top. Come on, let's move.
Number 10, Deadly Friend. No stranger to groundbreaking cinema, Wes Craven was certainly a horror icon for A Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream. Deadly Friend didn't receive the same acclaim for its over-the-top antics or violence. It concerns what happens when Brainiac Paul Conway revives Samantha Pringle with a microchip. That might seem a little outlandish, but that doesn't even include what happens when this decision proves deadly. The new Pringle goes from a teenager to a serial killer. This wild slasher throws logic out the window to entertain you. As Conway and others try to stop the murders, Craven pushes the idea to its extreme.
This is gonna stop, and I'm gonna stop you.
Number 9, Amazon Women on the Moon.
Ooh, selfish and bad.
Well, how would you describe a man who satisfies his own needs and rolls over and goes to sleep?
I never did that in my life.
Created by 5 directors, Amazon Women on the Moon is an anthology that satirizes all kinds of bad movies. This makes it something of a meta mashup of sordid, wacky, and unsavory ideas. Thrilling plots, evil villains, and low-budget effects all get their due in this film.
Oh my, you are a big one now, aren't you?
There's also work from notable directors like Joe Dante and John Landis. You'll be surprised to see everyone from Arsenio Hall or Steve Guttenberg, with these performers playing clumsy, unlucky, and weird characters. Just when you think you have a handle on a scenario, the movie switches to another station. You could call it a Stranger the Twilight Zone with even more off-the-wall concepts.
Is this the way it happened? Was Jack the Ripper, in fact, a 60-foot sea surfer from Scotland?
Number 8, Extro. This is not your average alien abduction story. In the case of Extro, you might be too grossed out to watch the whole thing. Sam Phillips disappears in a flash, and a creature returns years later to start a disturbing cycle of rebirth. The hero causes havoc as his new self, while his son, Tony, summons a clown and a toy soldier. Talk about a real awful father and son duo. We might not be doing the plot justice, but we don't know if we can describe it all here. The result could be described as some cross between Alien and The Thing. It's just the kind of schlocky horror you might love, or need to wash through your hands. Number 7, Brain Damage.
It's not gonna happen again.
What is...
Killing people.
Oh, I thought you meant getting high.
If you know Frank Henenlotter as a director, you know what you're in for with Brain Damage. He's less Steven Spielberg and much more campy about his horror projects. The hero, Brian, comes into contact with Aylmer, with the latter offering short-term fun in exchange for other brains to eat. This twisted partnership creates some horrifying and ridiculous moments. While the hero wants out of the arrangement, he finds himself stuck in a complicated nightmare. This includes having to feed his host and cue up some striking death scenes. By the end, Henenlotter makes a case for why B-movies can be both an art form and an insane experience. Don't get us started on the villain's funny voice either.
I'll be happy to help you, but you'll have to feed me first.
Number 6, Killer Klowns from Outer Space. The title alone should tell you everything. In this horror film, Audiences get to see what happens when an extraterrestrial circus comes to town. A group of aliens come to Earth to find food and scare everyone involved. Humans then have to find a way to survive a popcorn weapon and other amusing acts. There's a goofy style here, as if the Barnum and Bailey show went terribly wrong. It's become something of a cult classic for its iconography, over-the-top nature, and memorable villains. Sometimes, a movie gives you exactly what you want, but there's also a few pies thrown your way for good measure.
You think it's over?
Yeah, sure.
Number 5. The Toxic Avenger.
Well, how many times are you gonna pull that Elephant Man joke?
From the fine folks at Troma Entertainment, The Toxic Avenger might be among their most famous works. Lloyd Kaufman and company nearly outdo themselves here. When he encounters toxic waste, a janitor turns into the most unlikely superhero. His mutated form is much more disturbing than your average Marvel film. He seeks revenge on his bullies, falls in love, and even helps out the community. This movie includes some truly gross-out sights and low-budget effects, adding to its status as a campy classic. Pushing things to the edge, this plot forces a former nerd to become a vigilante. This is the furthest thing from an average superhero origin story.
Melvin, the monster hero, rid Tromaville of all of its evil so the good citizens could live their lives in peace and happiness.
Number 4. Repo Man. This movie is nothing short of singular given its unique premise. What happens when a punk rocker starts to repossess cars? If that's not enough, one vehicle might end up being something much more alien altogether. Emilio Estevez and Harry Dean Stanton play men searching through crime-infested Los Angeles.
Look out!
What?
You have to parse out what's really happening through robberies, weird conversations, and car chases. The otherworldly ending might have you questioning everything you saw before it. Rather than giving you answers, the movie sends you off with a few mysteries and some trippy images to ponder. Number 3. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Scream your head off! We're miles from where anyone can hear you!
From the mind of Paul Rubens, this role reached the silver screen under the direction of Tim Burton in his feature-length directorial debut. The visionary minds concocted a visual feast that's sometimes inexplicable and otherwise hilarious. After his bike is stolen, Pee-wee Herman goes on a road trip to find it. This includes more than a few detours to meet some unlikely characters. Not only is the hero eccentric, he encounters a few scary obstacles, and even finds time to dance. Burton unleashes his visionary style onto a world that looks similar to ours, but seems to include more than a few odd changes. You'll need to watch it a few times to pick up on all the lovable and surreal details.
Come on, Dottie, let's go.
Let's go. Don't you want to see the rest of the movie?
I don't have to see it, Dottie. I lived it.
Number 2. The Adventures of Buckaroo Bonsai Across the 8th Dimension.
Don't touch him.
What's he writing?
Conference room! Conference room! Let's go!
Launch thermal pod.
It's hard to call this movie anything short of fully loaded. The Adventures of Buckaroo Bonsai gives you a whole host of genres mixed together with an adventure plot. At the center of it all, the title character tries to save the world. Peter Weller's hero can seemingly do it all, putting others to shame with his musical and scientific talents.
Doomed is your soul, and damned is your life.
Buzz off.
You might be questioning Bonsai's many skills in between intergalactic intrigue and sci-fi absurdity. The screenwriters may or may not have included too much for one film. With the battle against the Red Lectroids, this story juggles many twists and turns on its way to the entertaining conclusion.
So what? Big deal.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Forbidden Zone. In this midnight movie, the filmmakers turn experimental theater into a cinematic firestorm. The results might be bizarre even for a cult film. Huckleberry P. Jones finds another dimension in a basement, leading to all kinds of royal mishaps for members of the Hercules clan. The Elfman family are involved in this production, with Danny doing the music and his older brother Richard helming the director's chair. An assorted cast of random actors, including Hervé Villechaize as King Fausto. Even Satan makes an appearance at one point, singing a rendition of Minnie the Moocher. This story about a daring rescue and a strange world defies logic, with animation and musical numbers to emphasize the surreal plot. It's also a way to enjoy a theater troupe known as the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo, which, if you didn't know, would later turn into an awesome rock band under Danny Elfman's direction, kickstarting his iconic musical career.
No, it's really just a breeze.
Did we forget another 80s movie that leaves you confused? Let us know in the comments below.